Hello everyone, it's me, Blader Dragon Sonic, back again with the 14th and final round of the Formula E Monoposto Championship for Season 1. It's going to be held at London, but of course we have something to say goodbye to at the end of the season. Gotta say goodbye to Renault Edams as they become Mercedes next season. We say goodbye to Next EV Neo as they become Maserati next season. We say goodbye to Venturi as they become Jaguar next season. And unfortunately, we also have to say goodbye to their team principal driver, Rodney Solo, who's going to become the team principal and team principal only while Venturi fields a new driver next season. So let's head into the London Prix. And it's very wet indeed here in London, with Blader Dragon Sonic from pole 2 backside, and then comes Newman, one of the three fans winners, with Mika Sui beside him. Then Alan Lee, Tom McConnor, and Ender Dragon Danny, Bravely, one of the other three Champions winners, then Catfish, and Noali, UK Ball, the last fan in the corner, with Megia, Batuko, Luciana, Ronnie Solo, Debris, Paul Canny, not Lewis Hamilton, Firebird, Marcus Nelson, Jay Martinez, and King Rodices, who crashed out of the qualifying coming out of club. This is probably the wettest race of the season as both Renault Edams cars start on the front row, all 5 lights go on. And for the last time in Season 1, we go green and in London, and that's a very good start from Blader Dragon Sonic, and an even better one from Newman, who finds himself right on the back of the Renault Edams car. He's finding himself up in second place, and he tries to go around the outside on the Edams car. Mika Sui finds himself up to third. Human is at an absolute appalling start, and as not Lewis Hamilton gives himself a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. Ravo staying in place in 8th place, and he might as well just try and get a move on, try and get ahead of Mika Sui, because right now there is a fight happening for third in the driver's standings between the two Next EV Neo cars and Mika Sui, and right now it looks like Mika's actually going to take it. Debris finding himself up into 13th, Noali and Sierra finding over position, but Ronnie Solo, for his final race, he doesn't really want to be stuck in P19. He stated that he wanted to go for points, and right now he's not even sniffing any. On board with Mika Sui, as up ahead, you can see his teammate closing in on your race leader, Blader Dragon Sonic, the world champion for the first season. Coming through Stone Corner then, and coming down into club on board with Blader Dragon Sonic, and that's very nice for him. And coming through the final and penultimate turn, as Ravo and Catfish running over 8th place, that Virgin right on the tail of Next EV Neo, lap 2 of 18. We've got 16 laps to go. On board with Ravo and P8 then, and he's right on the back of Ender Dragon Danny. I'm not too sure on this, but I think Mika Sui is gonna be third in the driver's standings if it finishes like this. On board with that second Dragon Danny, he can just see his teammate ahead of him. Alan Lee, however, behind these two, and Hugh. And this is currently your fight for the final place on the podium. There's no DRS because we're in the wet. UK Ball, however, in that fight third in the driver's standings, as Debris getting almost forced out of the way by Megia, and we're coming up to Maggots and Beckett's now. Through Maggots and Beckett's we go, as Blader Dragon Sonic taking the plus second sector of anyone. Those two ahead, they're still so close to each other, and I think UK was looking at a potential overtake. He's ahead of Debris, and coming into Stowe, he's going to go down the inside of Megia. He's just not there for it. So staying in 14th is Megia at the moment. And UK Ball trying to keep the position as Mika Sui saying it's the fastest lap of the Prix, finding himself up into second place. And if you're in the Next EV Neo right now, this is not what you want to see. You don't want to see one of your drivers is barely fighting for the points and the other one being well outside of them. Meanwhile, your championship rivals in Dragon are second and third, as Blade and Dragon Sonic turning the fastest first step of anyone. Oh, and up ahead, Megia, UK Ball, and Canny still fighting over 13th place. We're going to go on board with Megia because Steve looked like he had a good run on Canny, but UK Ball had a better run on him. Up into 14th goes the next EV in the Air Driver. Meanwhile, further back, you got this fight emerging for P18 between Firebird and Vetus. Lap ball of 18 then. And the top four still remaining the same. We're going to go on board with Houghton. And he really is losing time to Newman and Sui ahead. The start would like it's going to be an anticlimactic end to the season in the wet with the two Mahindras still running out the back of the field, but still Venturia just looking at this right now and thinking, man, this is how we go out, this is how our CP goes out. Barely quite for a position with a man who was accident firing at the best. And into the pits comes everyone. And this is for intermediate tyres, which means that Rennery then are going to be double stacking that perhaps. So even with that, Blade and Dragon Sonic is still going to keep the lead of this E3. But who's going to be second out of everyone? And it's Alan Lee who's in second. Into the pits comes Mega. It's going to be a beautiful double stack at McLaren. And Venturi then. They could gain some positions here, it's likely, but I don't see it because Debris is still in the pit box. There's many other drivers coming out of the pits now. But for Raven, this is beautiful. He's up into 5th place. He's 3 seconds off of the back of Mikasui, but if it ends like this, Raven will take 3rd place in the driver's standings as Newman stays out of the wets. When did he pit for new wet? He pitted for new wets! What the hell? Oh my goodness, Dragon Racing strategy. This is Ferrari levels of strategy calls as Houghton found himself just hanging on to the top 10. And Rod Solo just I'm shaking and crying right now, you guys. So it's Blade Dragon Sonic from lap 5 of 18 who leads. It's coming into Club Corner from Alan Lee and Andrew Dragon Danny. Then comes Mikasui, Ravo, Catfish, Tom O'Connor, and then Newman, the only tyre runner on the grid so far, as Blade Dragon Sonic spending the fastest third deck of anyone, as we're 1/3 of the way through the C3. Then comes not Lewis Hamilton right on the back of that Dragon, who is almost undoubtedly going to come into the pits on this lap. And Houghton then trying to make an overtake coming through Club. Can't do it there, man. Friend, you're going to run into a wall if you try that. Then comes UK Ball. Wait, does Newman even pit? Yes, into the pits comes Newman for the 2nd time. He definitely did pit for wet tyres. That is a laugh and a half. So this is going to drop him down quite a ways down the order. And that is Dragon's second place in the championship bid. Sorry, yeah, second in the championship bid. All but gone. They started on the second row, but by putting their second driver on, of all things, a hard tire, as coming through left field, Ronnie Solo, right before left field, that Adrian, the loop, sorry. He hits the back of, I think that's Martinez he hit, and he finds himself up in 21st place now. But what this means is that in his final race, he's got himself a time penalty to his name. And honestly, this is sad, man. As played Dragon Sonic with his special Silverstone helmet, setting the fastest lap of the Prix, a whole 2 seconds to the thousandth of a second faster than his last attempt. And Ravo, he can just about see Mikasui up ahead, but that's all he really can do. He's still going to be third in the driver's standings, to my estimate. Shooting still in the back of not Lewis Hamilton. Coming into left field, he should have a good attempt at making P8, but I think he might hit a roadblock with a 3-second gap ahead. Stop the inside line, coming through left field, and he's not there. So we're gonna go into the national straight then, and coming into Cops Corner, a site of a crash that some people don't want to talk about. They go side by side coming into Cops. Through Cops they go, and not Lewis Hamilton remains ahead. So coming now into Maggots and Beckett, and Hewton is nowhere near the back of the Aguri cars. Played Dragon Sonic once again, resetting the fastest lap of the E3, a 1:21.866. These guys are like the guys at Renault. They are so quick, and they have been throughout all of the season. They're on, and your championship winner in Bloody Dragon Sonic only finished outside of the top 5 once, and even then he finished 6th. He scored points in every single E3, not retiring once. We've got yellow flags, and a virtual safety car. Martin Nelson is out at Cops Corner. That's almost definitely at the inside. A virtual safety car has been deployed. That's basically full course yellow. That's actually what it is called in Formula E, a full course yellow. So now full course yellow is ending. Now we go green again with 10 laps to the checkered. That's a Cops crash there, and I wonder if it was a collision with another driver. No one else seemingly got any damage for drivers who would have been close to him there. But that's a Mahindra out at that turn. Coming up to the line then with Blade Dragon Sonic to start the 9th lap of 18. Half distance here. It's setting the fastest third sector. He's setting a blazingly quick lap times. It's like, I'm looking at the times right now, and it's literally just a sea of purple coming from this guy. Meanwhile, his teammate is struggling to even get past Nagiri. And there's a 2 and 2/10 between Mikasui and Ravo right now. I'm in that next TV near. I'm thinking, alright, I can probably get myself up into the top 4. As Catfish setting the fastest first sector of anyone in P6 right behind Ravo. This is actually a very good showing for the Virgin driver, because every other time he was ahead of his teammate, it wasn't even for points. Blade Dragon Sonic setting the fastest second sector of anyone. Coming through Stowe is Blade Dragon Sonic, but coming up to Cops is Catfish. No, coming through Maggots and Beckett's is Catfish. That looked pretty close there, as Blade of Dragon Sonic setting the fastest lap of the Prix, 8 laps to go, and he said 1:21.0. Alan Lee second, 6 seconds off the back of Blade of Dragon Sonic. He really is setting these timing screens alight. Houghton then resetting the fastest lap of the Prix. He's finally gotten past not Lewis Hamilton. Houghton went an entire second and a half faster than his teammate. He's right on the back of O'Connor. But to get himself back up to second, he's going to need to make up 20-ish seconds right now. That's possible, that's plausible, but I don't know, he's got 8 laps to do it. It just sounds a little far-fetched when a lot of these guys can't make up 8 seconds in 8 laps. And I think it might even go dry pretty soon, because it still looks very overcast. Paul Canny setting the fastest first sector of anyone. And Hughes actually dropped off at the back of O'Connor quite a bit. I'm looking at everyone as we go into lap 11 of 18. Looking at the back of the cars, and the red light's still there. We've got yellow flags in the second sector, and that's a Cops collision! Paul Kenny spins it! Is that at Cops? That is at Cops! He spun his car around! And that's going to allow Rodney to try and make up some more positions as we go through Maggots and Beckett's. That's not what Newman needed, as these two guys who were just around him. It didn't look like they had anything to do with this. Newman, though he almost definitely hit him, at the very least. Paul Canny, he's got himself a 5-second time penalty for causing a collision. Meanwhile, he probably tapped Newman, probably, or something like that, which sent him into that spin. I don't really know. I really want to know though, but and we've got your reason, Nawawi. Mohamed Nawawi. He's been the guy who's gotten the most punctures in a single season. It's about 3 at this point, and he's got himself another puncture here in the United Kingdom. Here in London, running outside goes Blade of Dragon Sonics, putting a lap on Mr. Nawawi, and he's coming in for his front right puncture. We've got 6 laps to go, and it's not as if this hasn't been an eventful London E3. It's just been a little less eventful than previous races at the circuit have been, even with that puncture that's just happened. Houghton getting past Tom O'Connor, and that's not Lewis Hamilton dropping down the order as well. That might just be drivers getting ahead of him, overtaking him. UK will find himself up in 9th place when he's got the 2 coat right behind him. Not Lewis Hamilton, still very close to the Audi, so he could very much get himself up into the points, but it wouldn't really count towards anything because he's got a 5-second time penalty to his name. And drivers coming into the pit stand. Is this the dry tire? Is the switchover happening? Yes, it is. Lap 12 of 18. This will. And once the leaders come around, they'll start lap 13. Car number 13 will stay on the 13th for the rest of this race before switching on to the 1. But into the pits comes Blade of Dragon Sonic. But meanwhile, the lower place drivers coming in to put on soft tires, soft and mediums. Blade of Dragon Sonic coming out on the mediums. Those will easily see him to the end of this E3. Every tire should see you to the end. Let's see, what does Alan Lee put on? He puts on the mediums and a Dragon Danny. Let's see what he goes to. It's soft for Dragon Danny. It's soft for Mika Sui. It's medium for Mr. Ravo. And I do wonder, will Houghton lose out on some positions due to his pit box placement? He's almost definitely lost a few. Catfish went onto the hards. Oh no! How Virgin just screwed up a chance for points by putting Catfish onto the hard tyres. It was already a bit of a done deal, however, for P10 in the championship. They couldn't go up. Right now, Virgin couldn't actually get up into 9th place unless they tried something crazy. But at the same time, hard tires is not what anyone would have expected. And he's going to be swallowed up by the guys behind him. But Raven's on the worst as compared to Mika Sui and Sarge, so right now, Mika's fourth does look to be almost set in stone. And yeah, Catfish filling himself a track limits warning. Coming into Maggots and Beckett, he's going to try and go down the inside on Tom O'Connor for 6th place, but unfortunately for him, he chose the wrong tyres. At 14 of 18, we've got 4 to go. And all these guys are going to have DRS. Houghton doesn't have it, does he? Yeah, Houghton doesn't get DRS for some reason. He's never ahead of these guys, but he just doesn't have it. Meanwhile, O'Connor and Catfish, they both have DRS to their name. Blaze Dragon's on a killing the fastest first sector of anyone. He's got 4 laps to go and he's always been setting fast sectors throughout the C3. Houghton and resetting that fastest third sector of anyone. And he's got the fastest lap of the E3, that's the second. When I read on start, and the Dragon Gang is setting the fastest third sector now, resetting it. And down the inside seems to go Paul Canny. Yes, he does. On Newman, who gets himself a track limits warning. Almost looked like someone hit the wall, and I think that could have been Paul Canny, who then overtakes Newman, but Newman trying to get back ahead as well. So he looked like he had to brake and back out of it a little there. Blaze Dragon Sonic getting the fourth slap on the London E3 of 119.833, lap 15 of 18. We've got 3 more laps to go here in London. Alan Lee from the McLaren Neon then coming through Aintree in the loop as Mika Sui filling the fastest lap of the E3. Mega resetting the fastest second sector then. Houghton setting the fastest lap of the E3 as he comes through Abbey. And Ravo, I think he's just going to try and hold on to 5th place. He's got 2 seconds in between him and Houghton. That's very manageable for the Renault Edams driver. As it stands, Catfish, as Maggie is setting the fastest lap of the Prix of 119.066. Catfish does look like he's on for a points finish. He's 4 seconds ahead of not Lewis Hamilton. Those hards aren't that slow, so he shouldn't be caught that quickly. On board with Blaze Dragon Sonic, who is caught up to the back of Martinez. He's gonna have 2 more laps to go as he comes across the lap, and that's very slow going for a Newman. There's nothing wrong with this guy. It just looks very slow for him in there, but yeah, I just gotta say, this is an awful final race for Juan Solo. And for Ravo right now, if Houghton gets ahead of him, this will show why Ravo wants to move to Renault Edams. If Ravo stays ahead of Houghton, this will show the upper management at Next TV why they should have retained him. So no matter what happens here, Ravo's move to Renault Edams that's not alright. That's Nawawi. That's Nawawi between the 2 cars. Hold on. Okay. So that means Drago is probably going to want to get Nawawi ahead of him at the DRS point, so then he can just keep getting DRS. Because Nawawi's still very close to the back of the Next TV Neo car. So that's something. 2 seconds now separate Catfish and the 2 code as we go to the penultimate lap of the London E3, where the Sonic leads with Alan Lee second. Then comes Dragon Danny and Mika Sui then comes Rainbow. And yeah, this has been a semi-anticlimactic end to the season for season 1. However, I did want to put London as the last Prix simply for the fact that it's London. I feel like if it weren't for the fact that in real life having a London Prix in the winter is bad, then yeah, it should be the final race of the season, which is why it was the final race of the season in season 1, 2, and 9 of Formula E. It just makes sense. And Hugh's actually gone to the back of Bravo. He's gonna get DRS on this lap. And he's probably going to get past him. And through Cops we go. Almost a Cops collision for Houghton there. And he's dropped onto the back of the next EV Neo car as well. Just to try his best to not even run into the back of the car. It was very close and very dangerous. Played his own Sonic and start the final lap of the London E3 as he comes through entry in the loop now, coming onto the Wellington? No, Wellington's the other straight. What's the name of this straight? Alan Lee coming up to that straight now. I don't even know what the name of it is, so someone in the comments please tell me. Houghton, we're gonna go on board with him. He's gonna get DRS coming out of entry and the loop. Board with him. We're gonna come into the left field then. He's close to Ravo, but I'm not sure if it's close enough for an overtake. He's gonna have 3 more chances to try and make an overtake. Coming out of Cops, Maggots and Beckett's, and Stowe. And if he really wants to piss everyone off, he's gonna try and make it where his teammates coming up to now. On board then with your championship winner as he comes through Club Corner then. Bladed Dragon Sonic, he sees the checkered flag, and he wins the London E3 for Renault Edams in the final appearance, and he's getting the fastest lap of the E3, a 1:17.566. Alan Lee then coming home for another second place finish. Beautiful stuff from McLaren at the end of the season. Coming to the line and Ender Dragon Down, he's had a mixed season so far, and he's going to come home with P3. Then will come Mika Sui, Ravo, Houghton, and Tom O'Connor with a last-minute dive bomb on UK Ball to take P7. Then will come UK Ball for 2 turns, not Lewis Hamilton. Catfish has dropped down to P11, but he should be able to take P10 just about with not Lewis Hamilton's time penalty. Then will come Firebird, Sierra, Mega, Debris, Medicis, Newman, Paul Kenny, Ronnie Solo, the last time on the lead lap. Then will come Martinez, Noawi, and we lost from the C3, Marcus Nelson. Let's see Ronnie. And this is your podium then for the London E3. It's a very, very familiar face on the top. That then Bladed Dragon Sonic. Once again, your race winner with Alan Lee in second place and Ender Dragon Down in third. Then comes Mika Sui, Ravo, Houghton, Tom O'Connor, UK Ball. That's the top 8. Then comes the Tuco, Catfish, Firebird, PCN, not Lewis Hamilton, Megia, Debris, Kim Rodicis, Newman, Paul Kenny, Ronnie Solo, Jay Martinez, and Mohamed Nawawi, and your non-finisher was Marcus Nelson. In your final championship driver standings, that was very close to third. We just about held it. Bladed Dragon Sonic wins. Is the driver's standings on 304 points from Houghton on 178. Then comes Raver on 104 points, and Mika Sui, he tied with him, but just didn't have as many good results as the next TV Neo drivers come in fourth. Third. Then comes UK Ball, Alan Lee, Newman, Tom O'Connor, and the Dragon Danny, Tuco, Megia, Debris, Ronnie Solo, Mohamed Nawawi, not Lewis Hamilton, Odysseus, tied with Firebird, then comes Sierra, DJ Martinez, it's Paul Canny, Catfish, and Marcus Nelson, still just unable to score a single point this season. And your final constructors standings then. Ignore the Abu Dhabi text, we're not going to Abu Dhabi this season. You've got Renault Edams winning on 482 points, then comes Next EV Neo on 203, then Dragon Racing on 183, then McLaren Neon on 135, then actually for Audi Sport on 119, then Alan Andretti on 96 points, just 1 point ahead of Venturi on 95 points, then Team McGarry on 42 points, Truly Grand Prix on 38 points, DS Virgin Racing on 21 points, Mahindra Racing on 12 points. Thank you guys so much for watching this season. It's been an unbelievable experience to host this, and well, I hope you guys stick around, as we'll have season 2 coming very soon. So then, I guess I'll see you next time for season 2.